The viewers deserve to know what will happen if I S6 Lupa, Brant, and Changli. What can I expect in my holograms? And I guess this will be the answer.
Who's the caged bird now?
You'll kill her during her cinematic moves.
Ah, you're teasing me. Naughty, naughty.
Oh. That was weird. She like lagged there.
Stupid. I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
Don't worry, I practiced this. I practiced this. I practiced this a ton. The solo Brant.
This is not the end.
Yeah, it turns out Cotty can still be an issue. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been tasked with something very, very, very important today. If you've been keeping up with my streams on YouTube, you might have found out something a little bit crazy. We had somebody go ahead and give me a bit of an offer. Hey, Saint, 100 buckaroos to clear my holograms? I have a skill issue. And then he just did it. And so naturally, duty calls. My stream is a pay-to-win stream. So why don't we go ahead, dissect where the skill issue potentially is when it comes to this conversation, and then give those holograms, all of those holograms, a bit of a try and see where we need to help out when it comes to resolving that skill issue. So first things first, we gotta check out what we're working with over here. We've got a Havoc Rover who seems to be decently built, probably needs a little bit more ER. We've got a Cantarella who's looking really well built, actually, aside from that ER main stat. Yinlin's looking all right, but no ER. And apparently, we have an S6 fusion team ready to go. We have a full S6 mono fusion team that we could potentially sample out as well. And I'm not gonna lie, the builds on all of them are looking kind of good, but there's a couple of things that we need to sort out. First and foremost is that ER substat that you're seeing over here. I don't think we can have that. I don't think we can have that on the account. We're gonna have to search for something that's either attack or fusion damage instead. I'm sorry, brother man. I can't do it. It looks like we can't do it either. So why don't we go ahead and see if there's at least one attack main stat. Okay, you got a couple of them. For Lupa, her kit makes it so that you can actually sub in an attack 3 cost instead of a fusion damage 1. And your damage is roughly the same. I don't know if that matters if you're S6. The main reason why we're trying to do the replacement in the first place is because an ER 3 cost is pretty much just like useless for any character that isn't a healer or Brant. And so you never actually want one of these on your units. So let's just go ahead and quickly see if we can give ourselves a replacement over here. Okay, we don't have any tuners left, so maybe we'll put a hold on that. I think with Lupa being S6, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Let's see what else we're playing with around here. S1 Phoebe, S6 Camellia, S4 Shorekeeper, S0 Jancy, S0 Gian, S1 Carlotta. Okay, so the investment is a little bit spread. It's a little bit interesting. We have a lot of like level 50, 60 units. So it seems like the whaling has happened, but it's only for some specific characters. So let's see what we have to work with in terms of the holograms that we need to take a look at. We've got quite a bit. All right, why don't we start off with the oldest ones first and then kind of go from there. It's been a long time since we've seen Glizzy Rider, ladies and gentlemen. A very, very, very long time since we've seen Glizzy Rider. So why don't we go ahead and give this hologram a bit of a try. Alrighty, wow. It's been a long time. I hope I still have the skills to clear this bad boy. It has been a really, really, really long time. And the team comp that we're going to be using for this bad boy is going to be none other than... Oh, we don't have a Jeja. We do not have a Jeja. That could be a problem. The Zani's level 50 as well. Whew. We might have to run this team. Yeah, I don't want to run the Mono Fusion team. Maybe this team will work. Let's give it a bit of a try. Oh dear. Honestly, not too hard when you don't need to. When you don't really need to do too much of your rotation at the start. And with the 2 healers as well. Okay, I'm beginning to remember why this one sucks. I'm beginning to remember why this hologram sucks. I feel like I'm in a war zone. I guess with Cantarella, you're like above the ground. So it's not like you kind of like end up accidentally dodging half of his attacks. Oh my gosh. I remember my stamina issue. Oh, wait, we might be able to finish him here. All right, got him. Got him. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad for difficulty 6 on the first time ever playing this team. And then also after like maybe a 6-month break since we've ever fought this guy. Not too bad. Not too bad. I think we're off to a strong start with this one. I don't think we're wasting our subscribers' money. Now, let's keep going. What is next on the chopping block? What is next on the list? We've got the Fallacy of No Return. Okay. Maybe this is where we can try out this mono fusion team. I want to see what it looks like because the Fallacy of No Return isn't really that hard of a boss in the first place. So I don't feel like we're doing anything too crazy by just giving this team a bit of a spin. You know what I mean? I don't think we're breaking any rules here. Let's give it a bit of a go. Yeah, I think he's dead. Okay. Yeah. Maybe that team is a little bit too strong. I think you have to dodge maybe like 2 attacks and then you're good. It's a little strong. What about Hecate? How is that team going to do against Hecate? Honestly, Hecate might be tankier. Yeah, that Brant anchor is a little bit diabolical, boys. It turns out at S6, he might just blow up everything in the game. maybe we do need to switch teams, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe we do need to try out something that might be a little bit more difficult. S6 on that monofusion team might be a little bit too strong, if I'm being honest. I don't know. Maybe we just make this the S6 monofusion showcase. Maybe we just show how strong this monofusion team is against all of the top difficulty content. Let's just try that out. Because, you know, the stuff's gonna get more tanky as time goes on. That was only difficulty 3. The viewers deserve to know what will happen if I S6 Lupa, Brant, and Changli. What can I expect in my holograms? And I guess this will be the answer.
Together we vanquish. Who's the caged bird now?
You'll kill her during her cinematic moves. Yeah, she'll die in the middle of her cinematics. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Oh, we're just parrying her accidentally with Lupa.
Perfect finale. Same actor, different.
Together we vanquish.
Oh. That was weird. She like lagged there.
A necessary
Uh,
now toss the veil of
Don't worry, I practiced this. I practiced this. I practiced this a ton. The solo Brant.
This is not the end.
Yeah, it turns out difficulty 5 Hikari can still be an issue. Oh, sorry. That was difficulty 6. That was difficulty 6. Okay. See, I don't even feel as bad now because that was supposed to be... I thought I died to difficulty 5 Hikari.
now is the second half. With me.
Epic shot. Let the
But it wasn't even difficulty 5. Don't worry, I'll dodge it this time, guys. I promise.
at the helm. In the limelight. More passion. It's but a splash. Let the tempest strike harder.
Together we who's the
All right, we got her.
caged bird now?
You just gotta make sure you dodge the one-shot move. You can ignore all the other mechanics. You'll be fine. No worries at all. All right, so that's Hikari done. Now we got the Dragon and Dirge. And boy, oh boy, this is another fusion type. Another fusion type monster. Let's see what we've got against difficulty 4.
At the helm. Climax of the show.
How tanky will he be?
A little mishap. Same act.
Together we vanquish.
Different role.
Honestly, he's surviving a good amount of time.
Divine flame.
He's surviving a good amount of time, to be honest, against something with that much fusion resistance. All right, what do we got going on over here? I think Lupa seems to have a good number of iframes. Lupa seems to have a good number of iframes when she's using certain attacks.
Different role.
My blade yearns. Make it faster.
Oh!
Necessary.
I didn't want to play Changli anyways. This is actually a Lupa showcase.
Let the tempest strike harder.
This is a little bit rough, boys. Honestly, it's good to know that there's still challenging content in the game, even if you S6 all your units. You can just go against a resistant boss, and you'll still be able to feel like you're doing no damage. Yeah, mono element teams, bro. They still got it. All right, let's play seriously, though. I'm pretty sure we can get a way better time on this. It's just, yeah, the Dragon of Dirge is a little bit of a... Maybe I should actually dodge during the starting part. That would probably help. Dragon still bodying Saint to this day. Guys, this is still, like, one of my least favorite holograms. Because the camera angles on it are, without a doubt, it's sometimes so hard to tell what's going on. Like, I'm out here, I couldn't even, like, get off Changli's attacks.
Epic shot. In the limelight.
I'm in hell.
Together we fall. Unnecessary.
Wait, bro is actually so nasty during all the...
The fool's final.
I like died in the middle of a dodge counter. Bro, this is such a rough fight, man. I hate using melee units against this guy. Hey, don't make me pull out the Carlotta, little bro. Yeah, I know he's fusion resistant, but these are S6 characters, so the idea is that, like, okay. Okay, we're gonna get spawn capped again. We should be able to use S6 characters against a fucking difficulty 5 and difficulty 6 boss, okay? Alright, let's make sure we dodge this time. Is Carlotta S6? No, she's not. Wait, did my liberation animation just literally not play?
This is getting fun.
Where's Lupa's dodge there, bro? This is a little bit rough. We just lost our main man. Bro, playing Changli against this guy actually makes me want to uninstall. Okay, playing melees into this guy has to be the worst experience I've ever had in the history of gaming. I'm going to be honest, boys. This fight is still play a rage character or honestly just go fuck yourself.
Carefully. It's but a splash.
Okay, that was clearly a terrible fucking idea. I thought I was going to meet him in the air and teach him a lesson. But, yeah, that one didn't work out too well. Guys, if I really wanted to complete this, I would just pick Phoebe, okay? I would just go pick Phoebe, all right? Right now, I am testing out the Mono Fusion team. And today, we are finding out it has some weaknesses.
Listen carefully. Here's to let the tempest. This is not the end.
I just died while it was staggered.
Toss the veil.
Okay. Guys, this is probably why Brant's echo is this. Yeah, it's simply playing Brant against this guy, you just die. Simply using Brant against him is straight up, you just die. Yeah, that's a bit of a situation. I think we're gonna have to rely on some different measures this time, ladies and gents. I think we're gonna have to resort to some different tactics for this bad boy. And honestly, what better than the Carlotta, Montelli, and Cantarella Phasalia team up? Level 80 Carlotta? Wait, is she level 80?
I alone will decide whether it. I alone will decide. Today will be a.
Hey, the Phoebe looks fine though. Hey, the Phoebe looks just fine. And I think this will be.
Today will be a fine day.
This will just be what we do because God Almighty was playing that team an absolute disaster.
Load your ability. Load. In war.
I forgot it does that at the start.
Swift and resolute. No hesitation. The end has come. I sense your weakness.
Sentinel protection. Answer me, Bluebird. Be my salvation. Path is arduous. Path is arduous. Purify. In the name of him.
I guess that's that.
No hesitation.
Loading. I engraft you new.
Where's he going?
Physical damage detected.
My Stellar Realm is running out, brother. Please.
Swift and resolute. Strike. The hour is upon us. I sense you're one with the sound.
Sentinel protection. Judgment time. Over. Be my salvation. Shielding others is my duty. Purify. Together we stand. Repent.
Bro got sniped from off screen. So, that's how much easier the fight is when you're a ranged character. Actually, close to no effort at all. I just want to check real fast. How many dupes does she have? Oh, she's just S1. Oh, and she's also missing her. Oh, that's just okay. Well, I mean, she is S1, but I mean, that's mainly it. Her liberation does do a little bit more damage. Oh, okay. Well, S1's not going to help against that.
One with the sound.
Sentinel protection. Judgment time. This isn't.
Bro, I can't see. Bro, this boss is literally just you fighting against the camera. You are fighting against the camera instead of the boss. Straight up, I have like lens flare that I'm actively struggling with instead of even fighting the bro. Honestly, Hecate was more enjoyable than this thing.
The hour is
If I'm frankly being honest. Hecate is like more enjoyable to fight than this thing. Honestly, can we even do this without Rover?
Loading. Sentinel protection.
It might be possible to do it without Rover.
Salvation. Purify. Together we stand. Repent. Astral modulation. Sentinel protection. Crystals, give me strength.
Wow, okay, there we go. Finally, thank God. Okay, as you can see, a lot easier when you're using a ranged character, but make sure you use Carlotta instead of Phoebe, because Phoebe will literally blind you from seeing half the boss's attacks. Yeah, try not to use Shorekeeper either, because the Stellar Realm, yeah, you won't be able to see anything with that thing either. I think I died more times from camera angles as opposed to, like, actual boss mechanics for that bad boy. Alrighty, now we gotta move on to the next one. We got Lorelei, and we all know how Lorelei is gonna feel. Let's go back to the Triple Fusion team, because as we saw, this account doesn't have that many units to use. Half of it is using the Fusion team because I want to. Half of it is low-key out of necessity, because I just don't think we have that many units. Here we go.
Together we triumph through sacrifice. Who's the cage?
Wait, is she going immune? All right, there we go. There we go. Alrighty. That's that. Now let's move on to the next one. I believe this is difficulty 6 Lorelei.
Epic shot. Climax of the show.
Together we be reduced to cinders.
Different roll.
My
What? Where did my Changli die from?
At the helm. In the limelight. Ow, careful. It's but a splash.
Okay, so we got to see Lupa's dodge mechanic firsthand over there. I guess half of my attack animations got canceled. But I suppose that's that for the Lorelei. Now we've got one last challenge in this gauntlet, and that is, of course, going to be Fleur-de-Lis. So let's give this one a bit of a go.
Epic shot. Climax of the show. Let the tempest strike harder. Same actor, different role.
Together we vanish. Beckon the divine flame. No need to dwell on it. The cycle.
Of course. Of course. Of course Changli would not be able to get her combo off.
The purge has come.
Into the spotlight!
At the helm. In the limelight.
Nice teamwork!
More passion. Listen carefully. It's but a splash.
That's a big anchor. But yeah, as you can see over here with all of these characters at S6, it's pretty clear who is the strongest out of all of them. If you wanted an answer to that and you couldn't tell from the gameplay, it's Brant. Yeah, Brant is without a doubt, out of all the S6 characters, he is, or at least the S6 characters in this lineup, Brant is the unit. Yeah, Brant is the unit that's gonna fuck up everything. So yeah, you're kind of pulling this team. If they're all S6, it's to make him shine. Some people won't like that, but yeah, it is what it is. And it looks like we've gotten all of those holograms finally complete now. Bro was able to get 6 points on the Kelpie without any of our help, so I guess we don't need to do that. But yeah, I could see why the owner of this account could potentially have some issues with some of those bosses, because frankly, the Brant, Changli, Lupa team has a lot of issues against like some enemies with like some wonky hitboxes. The Dragon of Dirge basically being the main example of it, where, let's just be honest here, we kind of got our shit scooped real hard against that guy trying to use the fusion team. That's because I think using Brant against this fusion team or against this boss is probably one of the worst things imaginable. Which is fair, right? Because, well, you're never using Brant against this guy anyways because of the fusion matchup resistance. So yeah, that'll be that one. Wait, did we get a follow-up? Saint, can you autograph my bio? I want to brag to my non-existent friends. Good to meet another Brant. Changli sucks. There we go. There we go. It's just that easy, folks. It's just that easy, folks. So, yeah, there we go. That'll be the signature. You can keep it if you want it. But yeah, S6 Brant is the best unit on that S6 fusion team. I guess that's the conclusion that we've had today. But I guess the other conclusion is that even if you have all S6 units for a lineup, you can still find some ways to challenge yourself. You can still find some ways to try to tackle some content, because that Dragon of Dirge was an absolute fucking nightmare, even for a team that cost thousands of dollars. So yeah, let me know what you all thought about this run through, about this breakdown. Peace.